version if you and your friends want to go and attack some people. Alright, that's the Retaliator. So we do have some SciTech that we made. There was an announcement that we're going to partner with SciTech to build a Star Citizen HOTAS.
Oh my God!
Time, actually, we talked to all the various peripheral joystick manufacturers, and the reason why I went with SciTech, well, I mean, there's a couple of reasons. A long time ago, when I was very first doing this game, I don't know if any of you remember, but the X52 was actually what I used as the base of the model for the joystick in the Hornet. So when we were designing it, I sort of looked around and I liked the look of sort of the X52 that was all silver. And
so it's an X52 stick on a Fly 5 chassis. Oh my gosh. Oh God, you gotta be kidding me.
It was really about the fact that discussing it with them, it would be a complete sort of project. So it's not just about doing one-off joystick or controller. It was about doing a range of them. So it's sort of kind of entry-level sort of HOTAS, a much more high-end HOTAS, keyboard, mice, headsets, everything to be sort of built and configured for Star Citizen. You know, I think it's the right one. We spent a lot of time talking to the various people, and SciTech was definitely the company that was most willing to sort of style and theme it in the style that we wanted.
In other words, the other companies wanted a big chunk of change in order to do it.
In the UK office, working with SciTech, having a prototype stick, which we will be showing you here. So here's the base level entry one, which is kind of here, I think. So we can bring up.
So it's an X52 stick with a trackball.
And so there's going to be a higher level one. I think actually this got knocked over or something. But,
so with aviator style switches
so
and two trackballs.
If you notice, because everyone debates whether it sucks because mice can aim better. I don't know if you noticed, but there's a trackball on the stick and there's a trackball on the throttle. So we've deliberately done it so you can aim and fly your ship all at the same time in the same stuff. And I think so. Here we'll go on.
Here's the problem with a trackball in this type of situation: is you have no recentering.
And these are actually all going to be fairly. These are the sort of entry level ones. Just one other thing that I kind of want to know.
Okay.
Throttle and
when it comes to like trying to control your strafing maneuvers with something like that.
So when we were talking about modular, we were being serious in more than one way. And this is like one of the big reasons why we thought SciTech will be a perfect partner, is because they were.
Okay, whenever you're trying to fly with maneuvering thrusters and strafing thrusters like that, one of the things on, I've got my CH Pro throttle here, the thing about their mini stick is once you want to stop thrusting, it returns to a center neutral position. That's not going to happen.
So that would be the sort of entry level. I think SciTech's going for
Okay, so a new X65, but probably not a.
Obviously the much higher end one to compete with the very high end sort of Thrustmaster and the X65 level sticks. So this is going to be, quality level based on the X65.
But force sensing, that would be the big question.
Balls, analog sticks, and the touch screen on the front, which you can see this whole OLED touch screen sitting right there.
Okay, some of this stuff I'll believe it kind of when I see it. Okay, the touch screen.
I know it's an OLED screen. I think it's a touch screen. It may not be something, but don't quote on that. We get in trouble with SciTech.
I don't think it's a touch screen.
So I mean, as you can see, this is.
It might be a display,
We wanted to.
but
Headset and nice when you're playing the FPS. So it's.
so basically a redesigned Rat 9 or Rat whatever series.
One thing we want to do it right and do everything.
It's not Excuse me. The other things about that HOTAS, I'll probably go back and take another look at it. X65 based, okay, that makes a lot of sense. They probably still have the production tooling for that. But it doesn't look like it's a force sensing stick. It looks like it is still a spring tension with that centered gimbal design. And it'll be very interesting to see what happens, because that's not... The reason why the X65 was discontinued, I think, is that force sensing tends to be a love it or hate it proposition, meaning people either loved having a force sensing stick, and I mean the people who have them swear by it, or they absolutely hated it with immense disdain. And there is no real happy medium there. I've never met anybody who's ever flown with an F-65 who said, that was okay, I liked it. No, it's either I love it or I hate it. There's nothing in between. So I have a feeling that they're going back and going to probably be using the same actual internals as the X55 as far as the sensors and stuff go, which isn't that bad, because the X55 stick itself, when it comes to precision accuracy and things like that, it isn't horrible. But they have all of the SciTech sticks, HOTAS systems, the X52 and the X55, have this kind of central ring gimbal design. And that center spring gimbal just doesn't hold up long over time. So die-cast metal, okay, metal on the outside, it's still what's on the inside that frankly counts. So it'll be interesting. Will I pick them up? Probably. But I can tell you already a couple of the things about the trackballs being on there. I understand why they went there, so you can fly and aim at the same time. But you still have that problem of, with trackballs, they don't automatically recenter. I think that this is a bigger problem when it comes to trying to do 6 degrees of freedom thrusting, because that means if your finger needs to leave a trackball in order to hit any other buttons because of a critical instance or something like that, you're still going to be drifting in whatever direction you're going. On my CH throttle, and I'll probably do a video over this next week, if I stop thrusting up, it will return to a neutral position. So I guess the thing is, people just throw the, flick the roller ball in a direction and then go do whatever else they want to do, and then come back and try to adjust control after that. So I don't know, are they going to have some sort of automated system where it'll return to center automatically? Or I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work. And as far as the X65, it doesn't really come to me as that big a surprise. Again, I was expecting something along the lines of an X55 Pro. This looks like it's a hybrid between the X65 and the X55. But I have a feeling that the low-end stick that they're offering is going to be based on the Fly 5 mechanics, and that is just going to be a recipe for disaster, I have a feeling. The Fly 5 does not have a very good reputation. I doubt it's going to be a touchscreen. Oh, hey, Lumifox, sorry, I didn't see that you were back here. Yeah, that's kind of one of those things that I doubt it's going to be a touchscreen. I think what it's going to probably be is more equivalent to a multifunction display, where it has digital readouts for everything that you're flying. So, again, this doesn't necessarily work all that well, because if you look at its location, it's down below, and your arm's going to be obstructing depending on what position you fly with the stick. Like in my current setup, I have it basically mirroring an F-16 stick over to the right side, not center mount, as you would find in an F-16. And if I was trying to find critical information through that display, my arm is going to be blocking a portion of the viewership of that screen. So I'd have to kind of, you know, position my arm kind of awkwardly for a second to get an idea. The other problem is it kind of negates the purpose of having HOTAS, because in those situations like that, you're not going to be looking down at that little miniature screen anyway, because it's going to remove your eyes from the screen or whatever you're going to be doing. Lastly, I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work for people wanting to use the Oculus Rift, because the multifunction display or touchscreen, whatever it ends up being, is going to be utterly and completely useless for those folks. So those are some of my early reservations about the stick, about the high-end HOTAS design. But the $400 price point, X65, yeah, that's about right. Still no pedals, but I guess if they're controlling it with 2 trackballs, maybe not so much.
What about that? We didn't do that, or what's this then? Okay. Alright. Hey guys. Hello. Alright. Which one did you win? Is that what you mean? Bastian, nice to meet you. So which one did you win, Bastian?
So that's kind of my initial thoughts. The low-end joystick, yep, I will be pre-ordering one of those, certainly. The higher-end HOTAS, I will probably also be getting as well to test them out and give you all reviews on it. I'm kind of interested because the X65 was the last quality stick they made, but I can see some design potential problems with their fundamental designs that have just cropped up continually over the years. And it doesn't look like anything that they're doing there really changes that.